Okay, today we're going to be working on converting decimals, fractions, percents. All right, the first thing we're going to do, we got all three columns. One of the three are going to be given. All right, so first things first, on number one, we have 0.1 or 1/10. All right, so we all need to, let's see, let me show this. If we're moving the decimal to percent, we're going to have, we'll move the decimal two places to the right. Two places to the right. So we're going to move it 1, and then we're going to add a 0 and move it there. So the equivalent of 0.1 in decimal form is 10%. 10%. Always know the decimal and percent, the correlation of the two numbers, the percent's always going to be higher. That's 10, that's 0.1. The percent's always going to be higher. So 1/10 or 0.1. Now, here's how we get it into fraction form. What place value is the decimal, is this number in? What place value is the last number in? We already said it, it's in the tenths place. So what number is that? It's 1. That's your numerator. What place value is in? Tenths place. So it's 1/10. So 0.1 decimal form is equivalent to 10%, and it's equivalent to 1/10. Okay, number 2 has 30%. Okay, so let's go backwards first. Okay, if we move to the right twice, if we go backwards, we're going to move to the left twice. But Coach Camps, I don't see a decimal here. If you don't see one, you put it at the end. So it's at the end. I move it backwards, left, 2 places. 1, 2. So now it's in front. It's in front of the 3. And remember, if you got confused, you say, well, do I go right or left? Well, if you go to the right, you're going to have now 3,000. All right, which is 3,000 bigger or smaller than 30? It's bigger. And I told you the percent has to be bigger than the decimal. All right, so from the decimal, we have a number 3. You know, that's the numerator. What place value is it in? 10th place. That's your denominator. Number 3, it has 0.05. Percent's always way bigger. Move it to the right. 1, 2 places. Now it's 2.5%. Yes, you can have a decimal in the percent. You can't be, because a lot of times taxes are like, oh, it's 8.5 or 8.5%. So you can have a decimal or a fraction inside a percent. So 0.025 or 25, what place value is that in? 10, 100, thousands. 25 thousandths. 25 thousandths. Okay, so 25 is on top. What place value is the last number in? 1,000. Okay, but 25 over 1,000 can be simplified by, we know 25 goes in both of them, so 25 divided by 25 is 1. 1,000 divided by 25 1 over 40. Number 4 just gives us a fraction. All right, now remember this. The fraction, that is 4 over 5, but it also means 4 divided by 5. Okay, so you can take your calculator if you want to and say, what's 4 divided by 5? And the calculator is going to give you the decimal answer, 0.8. Now, we got the decimal, we can go back to the percent. Move it over twice. Make it bigger when you're making it percent. Boom, 1, add a 0, 80%. 4/5. So if you get 4 out of 5 questions right on a test, you're gonna make it 80. The last one gives us a percent, 125%. When we go from percent to decimal, is decimal going to be bigger or smaller? It's going to be smaller. So we know the decimal is not there. We see it, so it's at the end. From there, we go backwards twice. So the decimal is now in between the 1 and the 2. So 125% is 1.25 in decimal form. All right, so how are we going to do it in fraction form? 1.25 is going to be still written all numbers in the numerator place. 125. But what place value is the last number 5 in? It's in the hundredths place. So there's your denominator. And yes, you can have a bigger number on top. You can have a bigger number in the numerator place, but we're going to make this improper fraction into a mixed number. So it's going to be 1 with a remainder of 25 over 100. But 25 over 100 can be simplified into 1 and 1/4. Can we see that?